Watch this. George is going to score right here.
Pickett throws it down the middle. Touchdown, George Pickens. Pickett to Pickens from 31 out.
We'll take a couple more.
I know we better looking in the NFC, boy.
He don't know the rules.
Here on Radio Row, doing my podcast, coming off a Pro Bowl, all leading up to Honors Night for me. It's a red color, and it just goes well.
January is All-Star season. That's when we start going to, for instance, the Senior Bowl, the most historical. It's got the most tradition. We're watching practice. We're watching them compete.
It's like a job interview, and that's one of the questions. Why should you be a Pittsburgh Steeler?
The City of Champions.
He's hit and he's set. Let's go!
Touchdown, Steelers.
The standard is the standard.
Let's go, boys.
In the Week 18 matchup against the Browns, the Steelers needed to win their fourth game in a row to give themselves a shot at making the postseason.
Just don't take it for granted, man. We get to be the Pittsburgh Steelers today. We get to be there. Let's make sure we play like it today. We didn't play like it last time we played these dudes. Effort and energy, y'all. Let's see it on three. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Gotta stand up, fellas. Gotta stand up.
Watson can't get away and goes down. T.J. Watt, Cameron Heyward, the two big guns on defense.
Just gotta stay clean. We got off the field. Just the little things, fellas.
Watch this. George is going to score right here.
George.
Pickett throws it down the middle. Touchdown, George Pickens. Pickett to Pickens from 31 out. This is what makes a quarterback on the edge of becoming a great quarterback. It's a guy who things are a little bit hairy-scary, he's not settled in, then all of a sudden he pulls it together. This is what determines it. It's what we said about Bradshaw. It's what they said about Ben. And now you can say the same thing about Kenny Pickett. Second down, 6. Watson in a hurry up is back. Waits, fires a pass. It's up, intercepted. And with the football is Levi Wallace.
Watson. Incomplete. Dangerous. Hungry hands for that Pittsburgh defense. Cameron Heyward got one on that.
Back is Watson, throws it over the middle. Intercepted! And that is Casey! Uh-oh! Everybody went crazy over Casey on that one. That's a beautiful job of undercutting the route, jumping on that bad boy.
Kenny, let's finish this.
Harris to the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Let's go! Let's go! Yeah! Yeah!
Watson, this time he can't escape.
Yes! Larry!
Brought down by Larry Ogunjobi.
Larry!
Throws it down the middle of the field. What a catch by Connor Heyward inside the Cleveland 15-yard line. You have to be here to see this one. He pulled that in on a dead run with 2 hands. The best catch I've seen Connor Heyward make this year. Wow, what a catch that was.
Raise the rights. Hey, that's big, bro. That's big, bro.
First and goal. Inside handoff. Derek Watt for the touchdown.
Thank you. Woo.
Look out, he almost had him again. And he's running around. And he's hit and down by Captain Cam. Wow! Oh my goodness, Captain Cam seals the deal.
While the Steelers ended up not qualifying for the playoffs, the way they ended their season, 7-2, provides hope and optimism for the future of the franchise.
A win and then not being able to go to the playoffs. I just ask that we all just continue to keep growing, use this as a springboard, and allow, everybody in this locker room be a little bit better next year, myself included. and that's all I can ask.
4 weeks after the Steelers season ended, Heyward traveled to Las Vegas to take the field again in the 2023 Pro Bowl games. He wasn't the only Steeler suiting up for the AFC. His teammate, Minkah Fitzpatrick, who was named an NFL First-Team All-Pro and Steelers MVP in 2022, joined Heyward in the desert.
I know we better look in the NFC, boy. They got some monsters.
You guys are trying to hold it down.
Chubb dead in the water.
Chubb and Josh Jacobs over there.
Look, I told you.
Oh.
There go Minkah. Is that Minkah?
No, Minka's still in.
Yep.
It was tough. I put up a valiant effort.
Physical conditioning precedes anything else.
I was in shape. There was
Didn't look like it.
There was a reason why I was the last one out there. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta go. Everybody's gonna be trying to play it safe. Don't get too dirty. I gotta go for it. I gotta go fast, go quick, and just keep my head on the swivel.
How about Peyton pushes us? Housekeeping. Come do a TikTok. I know you like to do those dances. Come here.
I'm not dancing.
You don't have to dance. No dance. No dance. Would you rather have $1 or this? You sure? For all my TikTok fans, here you go.
What is this? Avocado wallet?
Ooh, that's perfect.
What are you doing? That's not even you. We can wear sunglasses now? Wow. Vegas has changed Mink. That's Mink right now. Mink. Big Mink. Mink the Mink.
Greatness is in the building. 2023 Pro Bowl, AFC, Las Vegas.
The center does nothing but snap the ball.
Yeah, if you think of the center and obviously the quarterback, you essentially have 5 guys that'll be able to go out and running back and 4 receivers. So defense will try to get as much pressure as they can on these quarterbacks.
I need some chapstick, boy. Yeah.
You got some chapstick?
Yeah. I'll take some of the Gatorade.
The first touchdown in Vegas for Mark Andrews out of Baltimore.
If you get a touchdown, I'm coming on the field.
What we doing?
Come on, we're gonna celebrate with you.
I thought if you blitz, you can run.
He's inside the 5.
Oh. He don't know the rules. Take him out. Let's tighten up. Let's tighten up.
Swings to Kyle Juszczyk. That was a lateral seemingly. He throws to Justin Jefferson, who gets tackled immediately by Minkah Fitzpatrick. One of the greatest flag tackles I've seen. Wide open Jamar Chase.
Easy touchdown for the AFC.
It's time for the sled push. You got Eli Manning on top of that, and Peyton's going to be on the other one as you see Cam Heyward to the finish line for a big win for the NFC. 3 more points on the board.
The AFC's got him.
AFC got him. Have to cross that line. Look at the encouragement. Down marker. The AFC is going to win it.
They
Cam
are representations of everything that's good about being over 300 pounds.
Look at Devontae Adams in there cheering him on, too.
Get him
Bradley
going.
Chubb.
When the real
Snoop
thing
Dogg
needs to happen, they
loves it.
call the big dogs. Look at Snoop.
I didn't take my inhaler before, but once I took it, we won.
Heyward's postseason travel didn't stop at Las Vegas. After the Pro Bowl games, he took the short flight to Phoenix, Arizona, and made multiple stops at the NFL Media Center to discuss his nomination for the NFL Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
It's cool, here on Radio Row, doing my podcast. Had some fun there. Coming off a Pro Bowl, a little bit different feel. But it's all leading up to Honors Night for me, and we'll see what happens. But it's a really special event to be a part of. It's also cool to just be nominated. The Payton family is unbelievable. Then you start to see the nominees around the league and hearing their stories, you're like, okay, if I don't win it, it's like not like I can be really mad, because these guys are doing some amazing work as well. To understand the guys who have won it, Andrew Whitworth, Jerome Bettis, Joe Green, those last two are my guys. Pittsburgh, we don't hide away from the work. We embrace the work. You know, to be blessed, you got to continue to keep giving blessings. All the kids at home, Cal, Chloe, Kaya, I miss you. Can't wait to see you.
It all led to the NFL Honors Red Carpet, where Heyward fit in perfectly.
I have confidence what happened last year is not going to happen this year with your pants.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, you'll be good. You'll be good.
Yeah, last year my pants ripped. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah. No, because you're looking good. Like, it's fitted right. Everything looks amazing. Have you worn this before?
No.
Oh.
Good morning, America? Yeah. I'm jealous. I'm so jealous of you right now.
Hogwarts house?
I'm Gryffindor. Don't ask crazy questions like that. Always Gryffindor. This is what the red is for.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ask you such a great.
And you're looking very nice, matching the red carpet. I like it.
Yes, I am. I didn't plan on it, but I did plan on it. So let me stop lying. I did it on purpose. It's a red color, and it just goes well. I didn't pick it out. My wife picked it out. She made me look good. So kudos to her.
That's all that matters. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, Cameron.
Cool. Appreciate you guys.
It's really good.
Can I ask who you went to win the Super Bowl?
The Steagles. I've been going for that.
Nice.
Our game is ever growing, and to have Mexico, especially Mexico, because we have so many Steeler fans there. Germany, all these different places are included. London. I'm just, overwhelmed with, amount of support we get from outside of the United States.
Would you like to play in Mexico City?
Yeah, it'd be fun. How are you, sir?
All right, Dan.
I love it.
Here's your fan of the year right here.
Yes, sir. The Walter Payton Man of the Year, along with Nationwide, they magnify what's really going on and what we're doing right in our league. I couldn't ask for a better group to be a part of. Ooh.
While he did not win this year's award, Heyward, coming off his 6th straight Pro Bowl appearance and 5th Walter Payton Man of the Year nomination, continues to build his Pittsburgh legacy, both on the gridiron and in the community. The end of the NFL season puts the spotlight back on the men responsible for building the franchise. This will be the first draft under new general manager Omar Khan. It will also be the first draft under newly promoted Director of College Scouting, Dan Colbert.
It is my job to communicate to all of our college scouts the vision for our club and the type of players that we're looking for. It's no secret that my dad is Kevin Colbert, who was the general manager here from 2000 to 2022. I moved from Michigan to Pittsburgh when I was going into 7th grade. Instantly just fell in love with the Steelers, this organization. Really, our family, me and my mom, all we know is football. Growing up, we'd watch every draft together. I don't think I've ever missed a Steelers game. I played recreationally as a young kid, just loved getting out in the backyard and playing. Organized football in 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. But when your dad's a professional scout, he's very honest with you and your abilities, and he thought maybe I'd be better on this side of things. So I always looked up to my dad and thought he had the coolest job in the world. My mom pulled out some of my old homework assignments. There was one from 1st or 2nd grade, and it was, what do you want to be when you grow up? A lot of players might have said they wanted to be an NFL player, but mine said I wanted to be an NFL scout. Kind of everything I did from high school on was intentional on becoming an NFL scout. It's just a part of who we are, and it's a dream of mine to still be here working for the club today. My very first role with the Steelers was as a ball boy. So it was after the 2005-2006 championship. Done some internships with the training camp office. And then after college, I graduated from Miami, Ohio in 2011. I started as the Steelers scouting intern that same summer. I would say he had an influence on me, but some of the other guys had more influence molding me. Like, he didn't really have the time to sit down and go over every little thing I was doing. The one person who influenced me the most was Bill Nunn. You know, I got to drive him home almost every day. He challenged me to, you know, think a little bit more critically when I was watching film. He would ask me some hard questions, and, you know, he would demand answers. And when you get put on the spot like that, I think that's like a really good way to learn. So it was guys like Bill Nunn, and then our veteran scouts, Mark Korsak, Phil Kreidler. You just take a little bit of something from everybody, you know, that's in the room.
In late January, Colbert and the scouting department, along with Coach Mike Tomlin, made their way to Mobile, Alabama for the Senior Bowl.
The Senior Bowl is kind of the most historical. It's got the most tradition. We get up-to-date measurements. We're watching practice. We're watching them compete. The one time that the players kind of come to us, we're not chasing them. You're always curious to see how the players that you scouted throughout the year are doing. Sometimes it's beneficial to scout the whole position and to try and, you know, rank the players within that group. So you're not necessarily just watching the guys you've already seen, you're being exposed to some new players. And then at night, you know, we'll get to sit down with basically every single prospect at the Senior Bowl for 15 minutes and just get to know them and, you know, feel comfortable with them.
Also in Mobile was longtime Steelers scout Kelvin Fisher.
It's like probably my 23rd Senior Bowl appearance. Every year we definitely have some good players to look at. The interview process is pretty good. It's like a job interview. You know, you come in and really you're trying to sell yourself to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. And that's one of the questions is, why should you be a Pittsburgh Steeler? Why should we bring you to becoming a Pittsburgh Steeler?
It's a little like speed dating. You have 15 minutes to get as much information as possible. We have 4 tables set up, so you have 4 interviews going at one time. There was some laughs, it was some jokes, it was, you know, time where they got serious. We walked out of there with all the information we needed from every player that we talked to. And they usually only have 3 or 4 passes for each team that can go on the field. Some teams, some guys don't go on the field because they sit up in the stands or they go up into the suites. I like just going down just to kind of hear the interaction with the players and hear the coaches talking about certain things that they want them to do. You can hear the guys talking a little trash and saying, you know, who's following through and you know, who's not. You know, you kind of get to know their personality a little, trying to get as much information as possible that can help me evaluate the players. You have your moments there, then you have a little break, you know, about a month break in between where you have meetings, and then you go to the combines. You have your interviews there, so you may revisit the same player or same players.
Next week, Fisher and the rest of the scouts will make the road trip to Indianapolis for the NFL Scouting Combine. Coaches and scouts from all over will be in attendance to get an even closer look at some of the top prospects for this year's draft.
The interviews, I think, is huge. And I think just watching these guys interact with the other players and interact with coaches is big too. But at the end of the day, the reward is the workouts. I mean, that is the reward, to see the workouts, see guys run fast.
Shaping out to be a good draft, in my opinion. I like the fact that we have that extra second-round pick. I think we'll be able to do some pretty cool things here in April.
So now going to the combines, everyone on our staff should have a feel for every player that's going to be at the combine. And you know what if you took your notes, you know what we're looking for in each guy.